What is up, guys? Today we are inside of the new Islands update. They added a farming festival, so that is what we are currently in. Basically, there's a bunch of crops out here that you pick up and then you give to Cletus, and then he can give you rewards. So we'll go over those rewards right now. Just something to note. To get to this area, all you have to do is go to the hub in the normal game, and then you should see a portal near the crate guy, the guy who takes your crates. Um, Anyways, so we have Cletus over here. So you can ask him about crops. He says, "Help me with the harvest on my family farm, and I can give you some rewards." Um, so then you can also redeem crops. So you can get all of these items. So far, I've only gotten the Scarecrow Trophy because I was just aiming for that. So that's why my crop amount is so low. But we have chili pepper seeds, Cletus's Scarecrow, indigo jukebox discs. So I guess it's just a limited edition jukebox disc. I don't really know why you'd want that, but okay. Cletus's lucky sickle, Cletus's lucky watering can, and Cletus's lucky plow. Now I don't know if these items, these right here, do anything different than the normal ones. So I will, once I get all of these, I will make a video on that to see if they're different or not. And then we also have the Scarecrow Trophy, which again I have. If you don't believe me, I have it in my inventory right here. It is right here. It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to place it down just yet. I'm going to make a video about all of the items once I achieve them. So yeah, I'll make a video about that once I get every single item. So basically, what you just want to do is you want to take a sickle, and by the way, sickles are pretty much necessary for this. You technically can do it without a sickle, but it's going to be a lot harder because there's a bunch of people here with sickles, and they're just going to end up stealing your crops. So what I suggest that you do is you just take a sickle, the best that you can make. If you can make a diamond, that's great. If you can only make like a stone or an iron, that's perfectly fine. You just won't be able to get as many crops as fast as other people, but you should still be better than just picking them barehanded. So, you kind of just walk around getting the crops. There's not really much to it. You kind of just do this until you get the amount of items. So different crops actually give you different amounts of crops down there. As you can see, I have a 1, I have a 6, I have a 10. They depending on which crops you pick up, depends on how many crops it gives you. I don't know why they added that, but okay, I guess. That really makes stuff go faster. So yeah, I'm kind of glad they added that. But basically, the wheat, I'm assuming, just gives you 1. It's the basic crop. It would make sense. And then the other stuff like tomatoes and carrots, they give you higher stuff. So what I can see, the plants that we have here are tomatoes, wheat, carrots, radish, and we also have spinach I saw earlier, like right there. So yeah, that's what I've noticed. I don't know if there's any more. Oh yeah, there's also onions. So they're in this too. Otherwise, I don't think the rest of the crops are in this. So yeah, not all the crops are in this event. But a good amount of them are. And this is what I mean. This man right here is just hand picking him. I'll let him get this stuff. But mostly what people do is they just circle around the map and use their sickles. So that way, basically, when they get back to where they used to be, the crops there are already fully grown. Which is again why you need a sickle, in my opinion, because it's just going to make this a lot easier, so that way people don't keep stealing all of your crops. If you can't afford a sickle, try to get one as soon as possible. As you did see inside of the store, you can actually buy a sickle for 75,000, but it's not really worth doing it, and it's going to take a really long time if you don't already have one. So I would just suggest trying to make an iron or gilded steel iron or whatever it's called sickle at the least. If you can afford a diamond one, definitely make a diamond one because those have a really big range. Like I'm standing right here and it's not registering, so that's very epic. But they have a really good range compared to the other ones, and they can pick up a lot of crops at the same time. So yeah, definitely just get the highest tier sickle that you possibly can. So that way this is going to be a lot easier. Now this man right here has the golden sickle. So it doesn't appear to be a tad to go faster than mine. So I don't really see what's different about it. I don't know if it has like a better range. It says that it's a lucky sickle. So what I'm assuming is you get more crops when you use it. Also, when you have a sickle, I've noticed this a lot with the farming event. But when you use a sickle, don't just hit F on the crops, otherwise you're not actually using your sickle. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tap if you're on mobile, and if you're on PC, then click. Otherwise, it's not really going to do anything. It's not going to help you out. If you're on any other device, I'm sorry, but I do not know how to do that because I've only played on a computer and on mobile. So yeah, that's all I've played Roblox on. But you kind of just want to go around with everyone else. Try to avoid other people if possible. I mean, it's not necessary, but again, you're going to lose a lot of crops if you do so. I would suggest going for big groups. For example, over there, there's only like one or two crops that are actually fully grown, compared to this area, which has most of them fully grown. So you're definitely gonna get this area or any other area that has a lot of them open. So yeah, it's kind of just the same advice. Run around in a circle, use your sickle, go for the biggest groups first, so that way you don't miss out on a bunch of crops. And I basically did the math with the diamond sickle. So if you wanted to get every single item one time in this event, it would take about a total of 2 hours and 50 minutes in total. It's not as bad as the fishing festival. It's not the greatest time though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, so we have been sitting here for about 8 minutes now, just grabbing a bunch of crops. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make our way back over to Cletus, and we're going to see how many we got. When we first started the episode, we had like 300 crops, so we're going to see if that increased a lot now. So we got to Cletus, we're going to redeem crops, and we are at 1,716 crops. So we made about 1,400 crops in that amount of time. Obviously, I wasn't going as hard as I possibly could, or my math was just wrong. It was one of the two. So yeah, it appears they also have a portal to the hub and a portal to your island, so that's very cool. I've talked to the other people here. They don't really have anything else to say that's important, unlike the fishing festival, where if you talk to Talia, she would give you a free item. So yeah, I already talked to all of them. They don't give you anything. So if you want to talk to them, you still can, but if you just want to talk to them to see if they have free items, they don't have any free items. Speaking of the fishing festival, I think that might be it over there. I can't exactly tell though, but I think that's it right over there. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or you want to see some more Roblox Islands. And everybody, peace out.